in boxing. Site man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
All right, I'm going to tell you why Canelo Alvarez and DAZN has not announced the Billy Joe Saunders fight. So listen here. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. It's my new channel, Real Talk with CJ. Make sure you spread the word until my other channel comes back, or if it comes back. If you want to help, the guy changed the name of the channel, so you can go report the channel again for impersonation, and you can tell them to just take this channel URL link and put it in additional notes, and tell them they can find me over here, because you can see the my face, and you can see that the artwork is pretty much the same, and also I got all the logos and stuff so they can know. And also I tell you guys how you can help me get my channel back on Twitter. I'll put that video up and I'll make it the feature video. So spread the word, flag the channel, also flag Motor Street Sports Talk for impersonation. You only can do it on PC. Go to About, hit the flag impersonation, and tell them that channel is impersonating the YouTube channel that I'm familiar with. But let's talk about Canelo. This is what you guys want to hear. And what's going on with Canelo is that Golden Boy has failed to lock up a 3-fight deal with Canelo, which is supposed to be Billy Joe Saunders, Triple G in September, Billy Joe Saunders May 2nd, and then Murata in December. Canelo does not want to fight Triple G, and if he does fight Triple G, he's asking the DAZN for additional money for the fight. So now word on these streets is that John Skipper is flying or traveling, however you get in there, to San Diego to hash out a deal or finalize a deal for Canelo to take those 3 fights. It is mainly the Triple G fight that is holding up the rest of the deal from being announced. Canelo, what happened, we talked about last year on Goodfellas Sports TV, is that Oscar De La Hoya, told DAZN to put the Triple G trilogy in his DAZN contract. Canelo told DAZN that he never agreed to do that. And Oscar, basically, said that basically he can get Canelo to do it. And pretty much they restructured the contract where Canelo didn't have to fight Triple G. They probably accommodated Triple G to make him happy financially or something. So now we back to around a year later, arguing about the Triple G fight. So John Skipper is traveling, or if he hasn't already made to San Diego, to finish the deal that Golden Boy couldn't do. So Golden Boy is lacking in several aspects of promotion. They can't control their fighter. De La Hoya and Canelo not even on speaking terms. And it sounds like they hanging on by a short thread. They really is Canelo and, prospects, Virgil Ortiz and Ryan Garcia. But right now, DAZN, they just can't get Golden Boy to finalize the deal. So Skipper is going to do it himself. But also DAZN wants to make Canelo a global icon. That's why the Murata fight is so close. Now, it was put to me this way. The reason Murata and Canelo didn't happen in May is because Murata did not want to fight at 168, and Canelo's next fight was going to be at 68, because his team, Eddie Reynoso and Chapo and everybody over there, didn't want him to go from 75 down to 160 and make the Roy Jones mistake. So Murata wasn't willing to go up to 68 to fight Canelo. So that's why Billy Joe Saunders ended up getting the fight. So it wasn't that it was too quick to turn around for Murata last fight or nothing like that. It's just simply he did not want to fight at 168. Now I'm guessing that Canelo and Triple G, they hoping takes place at the 160-pound limit for Canelo's IBF. Used to be Canelo's IBF, not Triple G's IBF, and Canelo's Super WBA title. So, and then he will fight Murata in December. But they were trying to make Canelo a global star and recoup their money. They noticed they couldn't recoup their money in America, so now they didn't want him to fight Billy Joe Saunders, and they break ground in the UK. Don't forget DAZN UK. It opens up with Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders card. It's £5 in the UK. Then he will probably come back to Vegas and fight Triple G. That fight, they believe, will bring a ton of subscribers, and I'll speak on that in a second, and a ton of money. And then they want him to go to Japan and fight Murata all this year. They want him to fight 3 times. And I heard Canelo was hip to fight 3 times, but the thing about it is he wants to be financially compensated more for fighting Triple G. Now, last year, Dante said that DAZN was willing to give him $100 million to fight Triple G. That was a rumor. I heard it was $70 million to fight Triple G. That would double up 35 he get per fight now. But one of the reasons they trying to make him a global star is because in him and Billy Joe fight in Las Vegas, but it would break ground for the DAZN UK, and Eddie Hearn has pretty much severed ties with Sky. He still has his Matchroom shows and AJ on there, Anthony Joshua on there until 2021, and then he will probably drag all that to the DAZN. They also talking about the DAZN Canada. They already got that DAZN UK, DAZN China, DAZN Africa. That's what I was looking for. DAZN Mexico. Even putting Canelo on the DAZN in Mexico, which all champions fight free. Mexican champions fight free in Mexico. I don't know how they're going to pull that off, but basically they want to get their money globally for Canelo since he can't generate that money in America. And also they want Canelo to fight 3 times this year, so they need more because they need more subscribers. So John Skipper is going to where Canelo's at in San Diego training to close the deal. So everybody asking 6 weeks out. I seen Ego said 6 weeks out. What's going on? Somebody hit me up. Let me know what the business is with the fight. So, that's what's going on with Canelo. Billy Joe and Canelo deal is done. But if it is 6 weeks to the fight, I mean, they waiting down to the bone, but they trying to finalize a 3-fight deal. This is something they have been talking about already. They have been talking about doing this 3-fight deal, but this is pretty much a golden boy in the zone thing, and they trying to get Canelo to do stuff that Canelo don't want to do. And then Canelo want to be overcompensated when he's already overcompensated for what he do. But when you got an open money line in the zone to give you whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? They give Canelo all this power like he Floyd. And he ain't generating Floyd numbers, but I'm guarantee it is a spike every month Canelo fights. So now they want Canelo to fight even more. And also it helps get the contract over faster. Canelo fought 2 fights on his contract already because the Rocky Fielding fight didn't count. So he'll be halfway done with the contract if he fight 3 times this year. They give him to fight 3 times next year. He'll be at 8. So by 2022, he only had 2 more fights left on his contract and he'll be done. And also the zone will probably be out the red. Now, would the zone give him another monsters contract like that? Probably not. Really Canelo can fight 4 times next year and only had to fight 1 time in 2022. So it's coming to an end, but I think they figured out it's a bad investment. But when you give somebody an investment like that, you have different angles or you have different contingency plans to help him out. And one of the different contingency plans that they do have for Canelo is to take him globally. So now, he opens up UK DAZN, but that's in Vegas. Then the big fight they want is the Triple G trilogy. Even though he's not scared of Triple G, how it's put to me, and Triple G could be coming back in June or something like that. He's not scared of Triple G. It's just that he's just mad that Triple G went on a smear campaign when he got popped for Computerol and all the commercials they did and throwing his name in the mud. So he mad over that. And then the Murata thing, the reason the Murata didn't happen in May is because of weight. So he'll go back down to 60 for Triple G and Murata, and then he'll break ground in Japan with Murata as well too. So look for Triple G to go more global. And y'all don't notice that, Bob Arum has talked about going global. Now the zone is going global, doing fights everywhere else because American fight fans are not buying tickets no more like they used to. And even, the zone and even, with Eddie and Golden Boy and, Top Rank, they tried to hit different markets. But what they are only doing is hitting the Hispanic markets. They're not really tapping into the Midwest. That's the real fight fans right there. Minnesota, Milwaukee, Indiana, Detroit, Ohio. They starting to crack back open. Philly on the East Coast, but they not really tapping in. They just going where the Mexicans is. Southern California, they not tapping into the Bay Area. They going to Arizona. They going, different places, but they really not trying to tap in, other places outside of Hispanic populations. And what they learning is, you gotta put better fights on, and also you gotta put it in different areas. The brothers and the Caucasians like fights too, but they don't trust to play with the church's money to break ground. But we'll see what happens, So you're gonna see a lot of guys going to South Africa, a lot of guys fighting in the UK, a lot of guys going to Canada, a lot of guys, Japan, China, going different places. So that's what's going on with Canelo. You heard it here first. So when they break the news that they get the deal done, if I hear it before it's officially announced by Coppinger, Rayfield, or Pugmire, or whoever, Michael Woods, I'll let you guys know. Don't forget you can make a donation, Cash App, username and PayPal link in the description. I do appreciate it. If you need to get in touch with me, no more email in the description. I'm right here on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So hit me up there one time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, Real Talk with CJ, aka Goodfella Sports TV 2.0.